time is now 5:53 on this Thursday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go.
This morning, you can expect to see more law enforcement out on Minnesota roads, keeping an eye out for anyone with a heavy foot on the gas pedal. So the Minnesota Department of Public Safety says starting today through September 2nd, nearly 300 agencies statewide will be participating in the extra speeding enforcement. The DPS calls this stretch the so-called 100 deadliest days. When Minnesota roads are the busiest, 137 people died in speed-related crashes last year. Besides speeding, law enforcement will also focus on seatbelt usage, impairment, and distraction, the four largest contributors to fatal crashes.
A major groundbreaking yesterday in West Duluth for a housing development bringing affordable homes to the city. The two different sites located in West Duluth between Menards and Memorial Park will consist of studio and one-bedroom units. The permanent supportive housing is focused on long-term homelessness, single adults, and those with disabilities. The project will include community partners like the Duluth Housing Redevelopment Authority and Center City Housing to provide Section 8 and other rental assistance. The state is also providing more than $25 million to the two projects.
The Recovery Court in Duluth is getting national recognition and will be a model for other adult treatment courts in the nation. The designation means the court will advise new and existing treatment courts throughout the country with mentorship and in-person visits. In treatment court, a judge pleads a team of professionals to assist offenders who meet the criteria rather than incarcerate them. The program lasts 1 to 2 years for rehabilitation. Services include chemical dependency and mental health treatment, employment training, housing, and transportation support.
The city of Superior remembered those who have lost their lives on the job during a ceremony yesterday at Center City Park. Superior Mayor Jim Payne was there, along with members of the City Council, to recognize the importance of workers' safety. They have planted trees in honor of those fallen workers for years. There isn't always a connection that's close to home, but this year was different. They honored the memory of Gregory Jeanette, a Duluthian, who recently lost his life due to a workplace-related accident. This annual event has been happening in Superior for more than a decade. National Workers' Memorial Day is officially observed on April 28th, starting in 1971.
Timberwolves fans, get on your feet because they've advanced to the second round of the NBA playoffs. Minnesota knocked out LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and the Lakers out of the playoffs. The sixth-seeded Timberwolves won Game 5 by a score of 103-96, clinching the first-round series with an impressive 4-1. The Wolves' Rudy Gobert came in hot with a playoff career high with 27 points and 24 rebounds. For the first time in franchise history, Minnesota won a playoff round in back-to-back seasons. Now the Timberwolves face the winner of Houston series with Golden State. Game 6 for that series is scheduled for tomorrow.